Hey everyone, welcome from the depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 8 of the Frigate Fracas tournament. This episode, we've got the FFO2 Papel by Adnecrius becoming the new active combatant, and its first opponent, as such, is the Reiterpallasch, the Reiter by Carnival. So let's get right to this. Get the first of three possible rounds underway. Reiter firing immediately, none of the shells connecting. Ooh, that secondary shell hit. Doesn't seem to have done any damage though. Ooh, that looks like they have damage the rear of that turret, or was that always open? I think that turret took some damage. The Papel's secondaries doing some early damage to the Reiter. Taking some hits there, and it does not have very strong armor. It can't continuously take hits like that. Whoops, too far down. You see blocks just cascading off from the hits the Reiter is throwing at it. Even though the Papel took an early lead, the Reiter evened up the field as far as hit points go. Ooh, some shells are getting really deep. It looks like it popped the turret. One of the secondaries off of the Papel there. The Papel is not going down without a fight. It's a very close match right now. If it ended right now, it would be a draw. Oh! Right through the hole in the superstructure. I mean, if that was intentional, that would be a really impressive shot. But since we know that wasn't where the guns were aiming exactly, that's kind of bad and very amusing. It's like the kind of bullseye you don't want to land. Uh-oh, seems like the Reiter here may have lost engine power. Yep. It must have had its engines down in that hole that used to be ship. Whoa, that shell's going on vacation. Ooh, that gun on the Reiter is a direct hit. It has been destroyed. Unlikely to get repaired in this match. Papel seems to be gaining the upper hand again. But it's still a very close match. Oh, the Reiter taking another big hit to the superstructure there. Lots of blocks cascading off. There's block confetti everywhere. Now this is a good fight. Oh, those shells falling short of the Reiter. Ooh, that secondary shell just landed right on the turret armor around that gun, but was not able to damage the gun inside, either due to a lack of actual damage or the wonky sort of subconstruct physics and whatnot. Very close match, still within draw territory, just barely. Papel is currently winning, but not by enough. And its shells seem to be having a very hard time landing. The Reiter doesn't seem to be having much more luck than the Papel is. But the Papel has mobility still, and the Reiter is kind of dead in the water. Well, the Papel has officially gotten enough of a lead to be called the victor. Should this match go the time limit. Papel is repairing away, but so is the Reiter. Both ships just spending tons of materials trying to bring their systems back online. It looks like the repair bots are actually repairing repair bots right now. Which sure will increase the repair rate, but also kind of wastes resources when you're already low. Well, this rear gun whips around. That's very quick traverse rate with the new larger one-axis turret bases. Ooh, big blocks chunked off there. The Papel losing a lot of health. But that's not the important thing. Oh, this gun is missing because it's aiming with the barrel that has gauge damage. So it has a much lower muzzle velocity. So this gun that has the full barrels is aiming way high and just launching shells into the next zip code. So it looks like it's this one secondary and then this dual-barreled gun that looks like that might be heavy barrel there, and everything over past the heavy barrel has been sheared off. And that short barrel is going to cause muzzle velocity and accuracy issues. But still landed a hit on the Reiter there, and the Reiter is not. Oh, it's another one of his turrets got popped back here. I think right now the secondary on the Papel is doing most of the work because the primary armament has been pretty badly damaged on the Papel. Whoops. Went to put my hand back on the mouse and pushed it too far. Well, I mean, the primary guns are still landing hits, still doing damage. The secondary is doing work though. But the Reiter is out of materials and the Papel is almost out itself. This match looks like it's going to go to the Reiter, folks. Or not the Reiter, the Papel. Well, for some reason I keep getting these two ships mixed up. I'm not sure if that secondary is water skipping and that's why it keeps going over, or we just badly aimed, or accuracy issues. Could be any one of the three. Yeah, the Reiter is down to 58.9% health when it's out of materials. The Papel is at 84%. Even if they're if both of them stop firing right now, then the Papel wins. Yeah, this was kind of this is a really nice battle, a real furious brawl, but both ships have run out of gas. Quite literally. Both of them are immobile. They just don't have the materials to make their ammunition and keep this fight going at the pace they were. They've tired themselves out. Yeah, I think this is going to end up going to the time limit, even though the Reiter is at 58%. I don't know if the Papel can do 3% damage in a minute and 15 seconds. Definitely not if it keeps missing like that. The Reiter's only hope of pulling out this round would be to land a critical shot and take out the AI of the Papel, which is probably not going to happen. Not when the Reiter is firing shells that are, judging by their color trail, are heavily high explosive focused. Not 100% that, but you can see the green trail there means there's more AP in there. I believe it sort of slides between green to yellow to red as it goes from AP to mixed to HE. think that's how it works. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, and I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments if I am. That's the glorious thing about this game. I've got 1,000 hours in it, and I still don't know how everything works. There's just so much to From the Depths. And time is up. So yeah, the Papel is victorious by a hit point victory by 27%. Yeah, exactly 27%. So yeah, the Papel wins round 1. We'll go ahead and get round 2 here underway. Once again, the Papel getting off those initial shots right away, but not landing anything, so not all that useful. The Reiter's initial volley didn't hit either. Turret there. That turret took a hit from a secondary on the Papel, and it decapitated the turret. I think those might be an APAG hybrid secondary. I'm not seeing any fragments or anything, so it's not Hesh. The secondaries on the Papel are definitely useful. They are quite effective. Those primaries do a lot of work too. The Papel is just a very offensively oriented ship. The Papel is basically made out of wood, and that's it. I mean, it has some stone, but it's wood and stone mostly. Showed when I was doing the test battle, because the Papel tore itself apart. It was pretty impressive. Ooh, Reiter taking a big shot there. Block confetti scattering everywhere. Yeah, it looks like the Reiter is once again falling short. It's doing a lot worse this time around. It hasn't lost yet, but with it dead in the water and being behind by, wow, 12% already. Things are not looking good. All the Papel has to do is press the attack, keep pouring on those shells, and it will win. That shell deflected off. How do you deflect off of wood and stone? Ooh, that turret just took a hit. It had been disabled. It was damaged beforehand, though, so I don't think that actually made a huge difference. That one turret on the Papel definitely, I mean, that's probably a third of its firepower, losing one of those turrets. And also lost a secondary, so it's down to 50% strength right now as far as its firepower goes. And you can see the difference, because the Reiter is repairing, actually gaining health at this point. Making a comeback. Block confetti. Taking another hit there, but the high explosive focused shells of the Reiter don't seem to be, I mean, they're not pure high explosive. But they're are definitely there's more HE in them than there is kinetic. Oh, and that over penetrated through the superstructure there. I mean, that basically proves right there that it's not pure HE, because why would you have a penetration depth fuse on a shell that has no kinetics? Well, I suppose that could just be a mistake, but at the same time, if it was pure HE, it wouldn't have over-penetrated that. It would have just detonated. Probably. So cram shells, you know, do have a decent amount of basic kinetic damage, but the Reiter really needs to do, if it wants to have any hope of not losing this match, it needs to take out the weapons here in the forward side of the Papel, prepare itself as much as it can, and wear down the Papel while it can't fire back. But it is not aiming forward enough to do that. Well, that shell dunked into the water. That one, oh well, that one was reasonably close to hitting one of these guns. I mean, it wasn't super close, but... And see, that one is more kinetic focused. You can see the larger green, or the more green trail, so maybe it's Ooh, did that just go straight through the turret? It looked like it went straight through the turret. I think that may have just cored through the center of the turret here, maybe. Maybe not. Oh! That turret just got wiped out. Took that shell straight to the face, and it did not have the armor to absorb that damage. I think the Papel might actually cause the Reiter to despawn this match. Yeah, see, this is the point where it would be smart for the Papel to close the distance so it can make each shell count and finish off the Papel, or the Reiter, I mean. Man, I keep doing that. Is this going to be the new Arkansas? It seems the Reiter has stopped repairing. May have lost all of its repair bots. As you can see, what's left of its engine there. And its gun has whipped around and gotten itself on target on the Papel again. And there must be maybe some gauge damage or something in those shells, because you can see the trails of the shells from this cannon are different hues. One has more of a red tint to it than the other. So I don't know if that's intentional or if there's some damage to the gun that's caused some uneven pellet. They're not even firing at the same rate, so I think something's been damaged. The Reiter is at 55.2%. It cannot lose any more blocks. Or it is going to despawn. And ooh, shell was close. Oh, and there it is. That is 2 damaged. Oh, and the secondary puts another shot into the side, knocks off a few more blocks, and that is going to be it for the Reiterpallasch. Reiterpallasch, however you want to say it. Papel is going to be finishing this battle at 96% health. Looks like it's actually rebuilding some of its guns that were damaged. So yeah, that is the end of this match, folks. The Papel is victorious, will get itself another win added to its record. That brings up 3 wins with 0 losses, and the Reiter has 2 losses. It could end up getting knocked out by the Protostar when it becomes its turn to be the active combatant. But we'll see what happens. So next up is going to be the Papel versus the Protostar. No, that's the wrong red. This one. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.